Girls, guys, envies, excessive hair. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the excessive hair nation attacked. Only Hana Q, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed her most, she vanished. Thousands of years passed, and everyone kept asking questions. Why do you only draw girls?
Where are the guys? Does she ever draw dudes?
Wait,
LOL.
I had no idea you drew guys. Then, Hanakyu returned to bring back harmony. And although her girl drawing skills are great, she has a lot to learn before her guy drawing skills can make anyone thirst. But I believe Hanakyu can save the world. Hi, Hanakyu here. Every month, I try to dedicate a video where I draw your characters in my style. But it has been far too long since I've last drawn guys on this series, so today, the neglect ends. I will be doing a boys only special episode where I'm drawing not one, not two, but 3 guys for y'all. I am quite rusty at this, so be patient with me as I explore the world of drawing guys again. The first thing to do is to head over to Instagram to check out all of the gorgeous OC submissions for today's video. So, if you don't mind, I'll be indulging quite heavily now. And also, while I'll be drawing only boys today, I'll still be showing some cute OCs of other genders while we scroll. And if you want details on how to enter your OC into the next Drawing Your OC video, make sure to watch until the end. Now, onwards to the OCs. Hello, it is now time for Hana Draw My OC 10, so let's get a look into these OCs. Oh, he's so gorgeous. I love the flowers and the hair. Oh, so this is Adwin or Win, kind of cyberpunky outfit. I really like that. Oh my gosh, I love how much accessories there are, like on the skirt. I love this aesthetic. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I love it. Okay, very handsome boy. He has hearts in his eyes, so is he like an incubi? I've got a very cool OC with this amazing sword with this kind of leather sheath, which is like amazing, and I love the wings. I've said it before and I will say it again. I love this character. He is so handsome and cute to me. I'm obsessed with this. Wow, the hair. The hair is so beautiful. It is always a great pleasure to be able to draw your OCs, and they are beyond amazing and adorable. Thank you always for participating, as it brings me great joy. In today's episode, I will be drawing 2 of your OCs, plus an extra male character, because today I will make sure you guys are well fed. For our first character, I am drawing Daki by @Janae_Malia. So this character actually made an appearance in the last episode when I was scrolling through some characters I thought were really cool. Ever since that episode, I couldn't stop thinking about how cute and bright this character looked. He seemed so vibrant, adorable, and fun, and I really wanted to try and draw different hairstyles. First off, I loved his colorful beads and braids. I'm pretty inexperienced with these types of hairstyles, so I went ahead and enlisted the help of my friend and fellow artist, Alex, or @MapleKeurig. Their art is extremely gorgeous and has this character to it that is irresistible to look at. They do tons of VTuber and character artwork, and they were gracious enough to help me out with Daki's hair. Alex suggested that I pay attention to the scalp and hair partings, and they also let me know that this type of braid style was most likely a French braid. They were so much help, and I am grateful. But although I tried my best, it was still quite challenging with the different types of references and styles. I was advised that the parting might have been off, so I changed it to come from the scalp with the braid starting from there instead. After the fixes, I finished the line art and base coloring. Afterwards, I started with shading the skin. Although I sketched and lined this character first, I ended up coloring it last since I was going back and forth for advice on the piece. I finished shading the base of the character first, then I went ahead and added lighting with multiply and overlay layers. You can learn more about my process of lighting by clicking the card on the top right. I wanted him to have a backlit light. My main goal with the character is that out of the 3 boys I would draw in this video, I wanted him to look like the most youthful and cheerful one. I wanted him to be pretty and charming, just in the way he captured my heart initially. I am always trying my best to get better at drawing all different types of characters, while staying true to what I like and love about character art. In this way, I will always continue to draw characters I find beautiful, yet challenge myself to expand my style to translate to all types of characters. Overall, I think he came out quite cute, and I'm excited to keep getting better at drawing different types of characters. I'll be saving the final reveal till the end, so make sure to keep watching until then. And now, it's time for our second character. Before that though, a quick word from the sponsor of today's video, Milanote. Milanote is an organizational tool where you can let your creative projects and ideas grow in a flexible and unstructured workspace. For this project, I've been using Milanote to organize the aesthetics and references of the characters I'm drawing. As someone with a very chaotic and visual brain, Milanote has been perfect for organizing my thoughts in a comprehensible way. I use my main board as a way to establish the overall vibes of the drawings. For this one, I want to capture the carefreeness and camaraderie of boys. Afterwards, I'll create subboards for each character. Here's the one I did for Daki, where I gathered my references for his hair with the help and notes from my friends. I like to draw directly on the board to visually guide my eyes. You can even add to-do lists to keep track of your progress. If you're not sure how to start, you can simply select a template for your board, then add things like arrows, comments, images, videos, and more. And as an artist, we always need as many visual references as we can get, so the Milanote web clipper is perfect for saving images and links directly to the board. When you're ready for feedback, you can share your boards with your colleagues and clients to collaborate in real time. I always have trouble explaining what goes on in my head verbally to my business partner, so having a way to show them exactly what's in my head and get their immediate feedback has made the process so much smoother. And the best part is, Milanote is available for free with no time limit, so you can sign up using my link in the description to start planning your next creative project. And now, back to the video. For our second character, I'm drawing Adwin by @Winient1. According to his character description, Adwin is a silly boy who likes to draw, write, and do something epic. I found this so endearing, and I love the catboy motif. I always tease that I'm going to draw a catboy eventually, so I guess today is that day. I decided to take a little bit of creative liberty with the cat motifs and silliness, and wanted to draw him a little bit cheeky with his tongue sticking out. I wanted to embody a prankster type character with more feline aesthetics because of his catboy nature. I also found the small eyebrows to be really cute and added that. Then it was time to line the sketch. I paid special attention to creating sharp angles to hit those cat-like features. I also included his tail behind him to frame the character. I'm adding the base colors now, and make sure to include his white eyes. I start with coloring the skin. With male characters, I get the chance to play with more prominent cheekbones, jaws, brow bones, and noses, so I use the shading as an opportunity to emphasize those things. Then I add the lighting from the left using multiply and overlay layers. I also added a secondary green light source from the right. This character has a neon cyberpunk aesthetic with his glowing green outfits, so I thought adding a secondary green light would be a nice touch. Although I started my channel drawing male characters and VTubers, there's still a surprising number of people who never knew that I drew guys or wonder why I don't draw them more often. To be honest, this was never something I thought about much because I actually used to draw guys all the time when I was a teenager and loved shonen anime characters. But I slowly stopped drawing as many guys because I just really came to love women a lot now as well. So I became more focused on telling stories and creating art about girls. However, I still love boys and all characters of other genders as well. I really want to get back into drawing all types of characters, and I'm always cursing the fact that I have no male OCs to draw when I want to draw something a little more masculine. But yeah, it's really just a natural course of how we ebb and flow into interests, new and old. I'm going to try to get better at drawing guys here and there, but mostly I'll be following what my heart calls for. I hope that satisfies your curiosity. After I add the lighting to everything, I then shade in the hair, clothes, and finally the eyes. Overall, I really liked how this character came out. He's definitely the cheeky trickster of the three boys. Again, the final reveal will come at the end, so for now, let's head to the next character. Today we have a bonus character to appease y'all's thirst for male characters, and that is Hiku by @Hikuo. So this character belongs to a friend of mine, and I actually did the reference sheet for this character 2 years back. And oh boy, it is quite old. I still love the body and pose I did, but I felt like I could definitely pull off a more intense face this time. So all the boys I have drawn in this video so far are surprisingly kind of matching because they're all wearing jackets with a white shirt under. Or I suppose it's unsurprising with how much I love matching OCs at this point. The characters all vaguely remind me of the Powerpuff Girls because Daki was red, Adwin was green, and Hiku was blue. I guess maybe they're more like the Power Rangers though. Since we had a cheerful character and a trickster type of character already, I felt like we needed to make more of an ice-cold boy to balance out the vibes of the group. It's always hard to try and do my signature wild Hana cute hair with short hair, but by golly, you know I will try my best. I also added movement to the clothes and accessories as well. After I finished the line art, I set the base colors and prepared the piece for shading. The way I like to approach my male characters is to add a lot more shading to their under eye bags. I guess I really like that sunken in, dead inside look these days. Afterwards, I just shade the skin as normal. For the lighting, I'm going more for a yellowish golden hour glow. I set the lighting for the hair and clothes as well. Now it's time to shade the hair, alternating between orange shades and blue shades for his two-tone hair. Then I lightly fill in the eyes before moving along to shading his clothes. I am very satisfied with today's boys-only episode of drawing your characters in my style. I think they all turned out very cute, stylish, and cool. I tried my best to embody everything I like about guys into these pieces, and also tried to capture what I thought young boys liked and make some cool characters for y'all. So, finally, it is now time to enjoy the final reveal of all of the pieces.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, never thought I could. I never thought I'd be on my shit. Be on mine. I'm spending my time in love like I should. No more struggling, I'm all good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like
I sincerely hope you enjoyed this episode of drawing your characters in my style. It was so much fun, and I am so excited to make more male characters now and just draw tons of guys. I'm going to keep drawing whatever excites me, but I always enjoy giving you guys a little fill of all types of characters because I know we need more of them out there. And it's only fair that during an OC themed episode that I share all the beautiful fan art you guys have drawn of my persona. They are all so wonderful, and I am extremely grateful. Thank you so much. Now, here's how you enter your character into the next video. To participate in the next video of me drawing your OC in my style, all you need is an Instagram account and a picture of your OC. Upload it to Instagram and make sure to add the hashtag HanaDoodleMyOC11. That's the next hashtag. And if you want, feel free to add a description of your OC, like their name, personality, and backstory. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your OCs in the next video. At the moment, Instagram is still the only way I'm taking submissions, but hopefully in the future we can figure something else out. Until next time, I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys of achieving your goals and dreams. Bye!